Yup. Hello. Okay. Felt like playing Final Fantasy, so I'm streaming this now. 2 in one day. Guess I can set that there, I suppose. Anyway.
Hey, sleepyhead. Something I want to give you.
Whoa! You're giving this to me?
Yeah, use it well.
That's the sword you gave Chapu.
Well, he never used it. Where's Yuna?
We're taking the same boat as Yuna, right? Why do we gotta wait here?
Yuna came to this village 10 years ago, when the last calm started.
The calm?
Since then, she's been like a little sister to me and Lulu. But she had the talent. She became an apprentice. Now, today, she leaves as a summoner.
This is our journey. We should leave together.
You really don't need all that luggage.
10 out of 10.
They're not really my things. They're gifts for the temples we're to visit.
This isn't a vacation, Yuna.
I guess you're right.
Okay, off we go.
Right. Now we do something about the dog, I think. Oh yeah, because I'm looking at the hello. Just an absolutely superb soundtrack this game has. Hello. Looking for a dog. Yep. Gotta find the dog. Gotta get Vilfor's other thing. Where is the dog? Is he down? Nope. I can't remember where you find the dog. Where do you go? Back into the shop. Just remembering all this from memory, basically. Nope, dog is not in here. Oh wait, yeah, no, she's gone. Yeah, nope. Oh, is it too quiet? Regularly an issue. Not sure if it actually has sound settings. Could be a problem, actually. I can probably turn the game down full OBS though. So I'll put it to like there or something. And then maybe turn me up a bit. Don't know if you're still here, Waluigi. But if you are, is that any better? I'm also just not speaking very loudly right now. Oh, there you are. Hey, energy blast. Perfect, thank you. Right, time to leave Besaid. Not going to see you again for a while unless I want to fight Dark Velfa. You really should play it, Maz. Honestly, like, I've got a lot of nostalgia for it, but it is my favourite game pretty much of all
Here
time.
comes one now. Hey, why don't you try out that sword I gave you?
Best sword, Brotherhood. Nice.
No problem.
Not too shabby. You kept up with him pretty well. Might make a good guardian someday. A flyer! My kind of customer.
Yeet. No overkill though. Yes, the early game lack of ability spheres, if I remember correctly. Or is it speed spheres? It's one of them. It's very difficult to find early game.
That looks like trouble.
Ha! Watch this.
Is it? Didn't even notice.
Told ya, only magic can beat that thing. If you can't beat them down, you gotta use magic of an element they don't like.
Magic? Element?
Let's have our black mage
Magic?
show you what
Element?
I mean. Lou, you're up.
Clueless, aren't you? Good thing I'm here.
Titus is very clueless. Does it? That's actually quite cool.
Spells of ice work well against fire fiends. And ice fiends are weak against fire magic. You follow?
I get fire and ice, but what
What
about
about lightning
lightning
and
and water?
Lightning and water are opposed, just like fire and ice. This one here is a water fiend, which means
Lightning. Iconic battle celebration. Well, do it well.
take your time.
Let's get going, man.
Lily has a lot of
We're gonna
people
wait.
behaving unwise.
Huh?
Are you ready?
She just moonwalked in.
What's going on?
It's an ancient custom. People leaving the island pray here for a safe trip. Chapu didn't pray that day. Said he'd miss his boat.
John DiMaggio, the goat.
That should do it.
So funny that like there's so many people, I think that probably the majority of people that know John DiMaggio as like Jake the dog or Bender from Futurama, and for me he's always just been Wacko from Final Fantasy X.
This isn't the way to the pier.
Right, you tried to walk though. Yeah, this is the first voice role I ever remember seeing John DiMaggio in. Kilika, eat and beacon air. Now we're about to get attacked by a furry. It's a furry! Kimari the goat. Punch him in the face. Punch him in the face. If I remember correctly, you can't really lose this fight. You just keep hitting each other. Ow. It's the remaster. I mean, just in case I'm wrong, I will take a high potion. I think you'd have to like thingy the original at this point.
That's enough.
Emulate it. That's what I was looking for.
What's with that guy?
Himari Ronso, of the Ronso tribe. He's learned the fiend's way of fighting.
That's not what I meant.
He's another Yuna's guardians.
Huh?
Sometimes we don't understand him either. Kamari doesn't talk much anyway. But he has protected me since I was a child.
We love Kamari here. How's that any good actually? Take that, defense plus 5%. So much nostalgia around this game, even though I play it like once a year. At minimum.
A flyer! That's your department, right?
True. But, why don't we let our summoner show us what she's made of? Your first real battle. Let's see some style.
Show us what your training has taught you, Yuna.
Okay.
That's a Garuda. Sorry, I've got a big bird of my own. It's fine. Watch me summon Nova. And because Final Fantasy X is the GOAT, there is of course an inbuilt option to shorten the summons after you've seen it once, so you don't have to watch that every time. Delay. Double attack. Critical. Probably not surprising, but Final Fantasy X easily has my favourite battle music. It's not even a competition. Let's overkill him with an energy blast. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And sometimes the best music is very simple. What was I going to do there? Oh yeah, just making sure I've got these set to short. Yeah. I think if you've not seen it before, it's automatically set to show you the full thing, but then I think if you, once you've got it set to short, it will just immediately change to that after the fact. Then you have here Waluigi, the greatest leveling system in any video game ever. I fucking love the sphere grid. Size of this bad boy. This is how you level. The sphere, mate, sphere grid is so good, man. It's actually new for me. This is the expert sphere grid, which I've never done before. Surprisingly. So, we'll see how this develops. Get a bit extra power for old DDoS. Or Spider in this one. You don't really seem to be getting anything. I can get a spear thing if you go this way. I'd be interested to see how this kind of develops the characters, because I'm very much used to the way they regularly develop on the normal grid. I think the expert sphere grid gives you a lot more kind of variety in how you choose to build the team.
Another one of those. No problem. Leave this one to me, huh? Say goodnight, birdie.
Dark attack. Probably fire? Or wait, this might not have one actually, now that I think about it. Oh wait. Might as well get everyone. The only real criticism I think people have about this game that I think is mildly valid is that for everyone to get experience, you just kind of need to make them do like a random action. The Dragoon, I don't think there is one, really. Like Kimari's kind of your blue mage, can learn like the attacks of the enemies and stuff like that. One of those attacks, he does use a lance though, and one of those attacks is jump, which is I believe like a dragoon staple. So I suppose Kimari's kind of a blend of a blue mage and a dragoon. Kira's pretty much the GOAT when it comes to that, I agree. But yeah, I think Kimari's probably the closest you're getting to a dragoon in this. Here's a really interesting thing about this. If you see these wee white squares on the map, or save points, and there's like 3 of them that I've passed that I can't access to, it's a little hint to tell you that later on in the game you can find like secret zones to come back and explore. Dark Touch is probably better at this point. Oh yeah, I got the Rod of Wisdom, of course. Okay. It's been so long since I played this game. I'm very much looking forward to diving full in again. As well, I don't want to give too much away if you've never played the game before, but it's safe to say there is, you'll find yourself running into a pretty extreme problem if you try to go back to the starting village in this area later on in the game. Very much not something you can do until you're at least a good bit leveled. Just nothing will beat the soundtrack of this game though. Like all of the music is just absolutely breathtaking. Even both versions of it, like the arranged, which is what you're hearing now for the reboot or remaster, sorry, yeah, is really good, but the original is still spectacular as well. nothing bad happens to the people that are here. Something bad might happen to you. Like I say, I'll not say too much. Essentially, there's a good number of super bosses in this game, and one of them is located in this area if you come back to it later. You can just take a second to appreciate this majestic track. But Final Fantasy X is very much a game with a lot of kind of hidden things just sitting around, like right around here, which is one of the first areas you get to is this beach. You can find this chest which has a very, very important endgame item in it that you can't use for like hours, like easy probably about 30 hours before you'll even get around to using it. Could be a harmonica. Never really thought about it. Now that you mention it though. And we say goodbye to Besaid. You can also get items for just talking to random people sometimes. There was many things that were disappointing about Final Fantasy 16 for me, but that is very much one of them. You are correct. It's like, I really like Clive as a character, but I needed people to riff off of. It was really strange choice to leave him by himself most of the time.
Goodbye.
That especially, yeah. It was like they were really trying to get me invested in those two, but it was like you spend so much time apart from Jill and so little time with her that I just didn't really care like too much about what was going on with them. There was definitely potential there. Like I say, if they were together, like Yuna and Tidus are for the majority of the game, and this, then for sure. But Tidus a fucking main. Fucking menace to society. What you up to? What you up to, Titus? Lingered there for a little bit too long, eh? I think Final Fantasy 16 did have a really good ending. It's just it could have been so much better.
I don't know who you are or where you came from.
Okay. Oh yeah.
If you interfere with Yuna's pilgrimage, we won't take it lightly.
Lulu is a very popular character.
I don't know who you...
Yep.
Come to think of it, I haven't told you where we're going. First to Kilika Island. Then we change boats and head for Luca. For that though, Yuna's gotta pray at the temple. I'll be guarding. We'll be praying for the Aurochs' victory too, so you come along, yeah?
Great plan.
Hey, it is a great plan.
Don't look at me.
We'll be praying for the Aurochs' victory too, so you come along, yeah?
Wakka's always getting the cold shoulder. Kamari ain't going to say squat to us. I think there is an Albed primer on this ship, if I remember correctly. Is it up here? Nope. And here? Just the captain. Okay, not in here. Yeah, there's a language in this game called Albed that is just like not translated at all, and you need to go around and find like 26 primers in the game to get the language translated. That's like you want to use my binoculars, well, get fucked.
Oh, them's fascinating clothes you're wearing.
Oh, Wakka.
Yeah! Filthy, filthy. These won't sell. All me name's not a Waka. Don't look like you got much money, either.
Yeah, well, fuck
I've
you.
no business with you. Out of me way.
Who do you think you are?
Awaka the 23rd. Merchant extraordinaire.
Awaka the who?
Don't know me? Well, not many do. Not yet.
Poor Wakka the 23rd. Chocobos!
What the heck is that?
What the heck is what?
What is this place?
The power room, like it says on the door?
Yeah, but why the big birds?
What's so strange about chocobo power?
Chocobos? Those are chocobos?
What? You've never seen a chocobo? What kind of backwater island did you come from, anyway?
Miracles and oddities were starting to become daily routine on this trip.
Yeah, like I play Final Fantasy X like at least once a year. But
La 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 la.
I've still just got so much nostalgia around it every time I play it. I always just remember when I was obsessed with this game as a kid. Like I couldn't not have a copy of it at all times. If I ever booted up this game and it wasn't working, I was immediately on to my dad like I need a new copy of this immediately. Like I can't not have access to Final Fantasy X. Doesn't matter if I was playing it at that time, I just need access to it in the future. Inazuma 11. Don't think I've ever heard of that, to be honest. Is that like another RPG series or something? I even had the official strategy guide for this game, which is how I learned about a lot of the secrets growing up before we had like access to internet quite commonly. Football anime game where the kids have superpowers and it's got art. Oh, it sounds like an interesting
I'm not at liberty
blend.
to talk about our plan.
It's not what I was expecting.
Restricted area. Our operation depends on this cargo.
Okie dokie.
But someday, the name of Waka will be spoken all over Spira. Say, lad, you wouldn't have a bit of gill to lend?
I might. How much have I got? I can give you 1,000. Do you know, you just take the lot, mate.
I guess it pays to ask. Fine seed money for the Waka merchant empire.
I think if you there's like levels to this. If you manage to give them like 10,000 or something like that, he sells like better stock or gives you a better discount later on down the line or something.
Word is that summoner's got noble blood. I heard she's Lord Braska's daughter. You don't say.
Lord Braska's daughter? So, is Yuna's father famous or something?
She's the daughter of High Summoner Braska. You saw his statue at the temple. Lord Braska defeated Sin 10 years ago. Yuna's the heir to a great legacy.
It's tough when your father's famous.
Huh?
Just so,
Waka's a bit lacking in the imagination department.
it's just so cozy.
Thanks, Lulu. I'll keep that in mind.
Honestly, something I miss about old games as well. I don't know, it's becoming more and more common in modern games. It's like they're so averse to the concept of having people give you exposition that you just end up with games where it's I mean, Final Fantasy 16 did it as well. But instead of trying to teach you about the world on a lot of occasions, it just had a massive
Lord Braska's
text
daughter?
box
She just might have a chance.
that you had to sit down and read if you wanted to learn the
We'll get her
background.
to Kilika, we will.
She does have a name, you know. Yuna.
Lady Yuna.
Well then, we pray for Lady Yuna's safe passage.
Bro, I swear to God, I don't think I've ever seen that fucking cutscene before. Damn. Yeah, I mean, it's when you this is the first few hours of this game. I think it's absolutely fine that in the first few hours you just have characters kind of establish things that you need to know about the world. Because it makes you feel like you understand more what's going on. And then at that, as the game plays out, you need that exposition less. But what was I saying? Yeah, and it's such a better I'd take the mild cutscene of a wee bit of exposition here and there over just hours of reading if I want to actually know what's going on. And I don't know, mate, I'm just the type of person that I take in
I don't know who you are.
stuff
or
that I
where
hear
you
more.
came from.
I take in stuff that I hear more than I do if I just sit down and read for 45 minutes to an hour. I'm not going to remember all of that. Yeah, it's I'll take a bit of a slow start to make the rest of the game really solid and concise. As opposed to like I say with Final Fantasy 16, where it's just endlessly throughout the game I'm constantly having to go back to that. What do you call it, the Crystarium or something like that? And sit and just read text box after text box if I want to actually know anything about the characters. And I'm that just feels so not Final Fantasy to me. It's one of the reasons I didn't really like 16. I was like it wasted so much time doing other stuff as opposed to just giving you the exposition you need for characters to make them more likeable. There's ways to make exposition feel really not forced as well. Tidus obviously wouldn't know all of this. He doesn't come from here. He has no idea their customs or anything like that. So it makes sense him to ask all of these questions, as much as it is a bit of a meme that Tidus spends the first 5 to 10 hours of this game just constantly asking questions. Yeah, I'd agree with that. The peaks were really high. They were just so far apart.
It's nice.
Sorry, I'm going to listen to this scene. It's a good scene. I love how awkward these two are. It's fucking adorable. They're just such legitimate kids. They're just so awkward, but they have so much.
You're a blitzball player, aren't you? From Xanarkin, right?
You hear that from Waka?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Waka. Waka doesn't believe me at all.
but I believe you.
Huh?
I've heard in Xanarkand there is a great stadium, all lit up, even at night.
Huh?
Great blitzball tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
How do you know that?
A man named Jack told me. He was my father's guardian.
Jacked. My father. His name is Jacked.
Amazing! You know, our meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
Why not?
Beautiful song.
My old man, he died 10 years ago, off the coast of Xanarkand.
I'm sorry.
He went out to sea for training one day, and never came back. And no one's seen him since then.
Why, that's the day that Jecht came to Spira.
But,
It's true, I first met Jecht 10 years and 3 months ago. I remember that was the day my father left. The date fits, doesn't it?
Yeah, but how would he get here?
You're here? Are you not?
I fucking love these two so much. Love every scene they have together. Action. I would actually say, if you were ever thinking about playing this, try and emulate it. Because they really ruined the facial animations as well. Like, the characters are a lot more expressive in the original PS2 version.
What do you think you're doing? Stick a harpoon in him and we'll all get dragged under.
Zin is going for Kilika. We gotta distract it. Our families are in Kilika. Forgive us, Lady Summoner.
Wait! Oh boy!
So the games like VFX cutscenes or whatever you call them are still just absolutely gorgeous to this day. They're almost timeless in a way. They just never seem to look out of date. So you can tell it's obviously not up to the quality of today's standards, but they're just such a look to them. Not quite. Is there anything he can learn? Nope. That's how he does it. He uses Lancet, and you can learn a move from an enemy if it's available. Can I do it on the... I can hit the 6 skill. Can I learn anything from this? Yeah. Worth a try. Here we have a... It's something cool that Final Fantasy thinking it does with a lot of its boss fights is there's like gimmicks and stuff to keep it kind of interesting. So for example, I mean it's not a big one in this one, but only ranged things can obviously hit the scale at the back. That lightning was so small. So you kind of want to prioritise these two hitting this guy, and then Tidus can just kind of deal with the stragglers on the ground. There's like certain boss fights and stuff where you can move towards doing certain things to make the fight easier. There's even certain fights where like the mechanic is to like talk to the enemy, and you'll get like certain buffs because the character gets like motivated.
How many of these things are there?
The fin! Attack the fin!
Yeah, whack, I've played this game before, come on.
Yeah!
Ow! So here to give him a wee heal, as I believe I will want his health to be up a bit for upcoming things. Boink. Just go for you. Boink. Halfway there. I remember now, I think the strategy is to just kill 2 of these and then just don't attack them anymore because they'll not spawn in any new ones. Once we get these guys here, we can bring Lulu back out. Double up the damage. They're probably fine now. Any goals charges? I'm going to, because I'm a bit of a maniac, I'm going to 100% it. I'm going to do everything. All of the celestial weapon stuff, all the super bosses, all the capture arena stuff, going to do all of that. Oh. Wasn't keeping an eye on Lulu. Don't want her to not get the XP, so I'll wake her up. Probably a GG in like a turn or 2. Oh, never mind. I've got the platinum on the PlayStation. So, don't know why I've decided to do it again, but I'm doing it again. Because I don't have the achievements on Steam, that's why I'm doing it again. That's unacceptable. You can end up in a really bad spot here if Waka and Tidus are at low health by the end of that fight, because you now get chucked into another fight with the two of them. Oh, I'm aware. I am very aware of how long that will take, yeah. I think even with the prior knowledge of having done it all before, it's not going to be that much quicker. I might not do it all on stream, of course, because some of it's just going to be me grinding fights, looking for enemies and stuff, but I'll do like the important stuff on stream. Obviously everyone's going to want to watch me do 200 lightning dodges in a row. No disputing that. Least favourite minigame? That's a tricky one. There's not many that I actually have much of a problem with. You know what, I would say the... what do you call it? The butterflies. And what's it called again? It's at Macalania Woods. Purely just out of the fact that, like, oh yeah, just focus on the jellyfish. Yeah. Purely just out of the fact that the things in the like the where they are and the camera angles and stuff like that just make it so hard to see if you're actually like in the right spot. I've always found it really strange to try and actually figure out if I'm in, like if I'm going to touch the blue one or if I'm going to dodge the red one. There was a thing in the guide, like the official strategy guide that I used to have as a kid, that literally showed you the path to take on the map because of how like awkward it was to do it just normally. Just go for a potion. Should be fine here. Give you a scalp. Give you a second scalp. Waka potion. The Remy. You do like the Remy Embrace, no? I don't actually have a problem with the Remy Embrace. If it was any of the Chocobo stuff, it would definitely be... not the end one, I actually don't mind the balloon one too much. But you know the one where you're going forward, you just have to dodge all the birds and the Chocobo is just insanely unresponsive. That one was a nightmare. I don't mind the Remy Embrace too much. I suppose the Remy Embrace is more, it's annoying when you're figuring it out, isn't it? Like, once you actually know where you're going, it's not really that bad. This guy's got more health than I remember, man. Got him though. Yeah, that one. Fair enough. And then just for the mundane aspect of it, if you can really count this. Communist, I don't know if you're still here, but this is one of the reasons that Final Fantasy X is so good, because it kind of jumps between being fun and then you get stuff like this, which is just fucking mad. Just hits you like a fucking freight train, man.
When Sin attacked Xanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin.
I was just fooling myself. Maybe it was that day, on the sea, under the burning sun. I started to give up hope. I was in a foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good.
In my opinion, a very underestimated track in Final Fantasy X is this track. Just got such a somber feel to it, but it's so like beautiful at the same time.
Greetings. I am the summoner Yuna. I have come from the temple in Besaid.
Oh, Milady Summoner!
100% agree on the
If there is no other
faces.
summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending.
So you see the side-by-side
thanks,
comparisons. It's so
Our loved ones.
noticeable.
We feared they would become fiends.
Please, take me to them.
It's just so weird that they've remastered a game that was so old and managed to lose all of the expression from people's faces by doing that.
We'll go see what we can do to help in town.
I think one of these times that I play this, I might actually just emulate the original just to see the original faces and stuff again. Right. Let's see one of the greatest scenes in gaming history, and then I shall call it a day because my back's starting to hurt. But yeah, it's definitely it's a strange one. Like they really did kind of fumble. That's really fucking depressing. They really did kind of fumble the bag with this remaster in a lot of ways. There's some ways it's fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Like the arranged music is fucking stunning. But other than that, like yeah, there's a lot that they messed up. Yeah, let's see this scene. I think Communist is left, which is very unfortunate because this is one of the best scenes in this game. But I suppose he'll see it for himself if he plays it. People die in Yuna dances.
What's ascending? Are we going somewhere?
You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem?
Oh really? That's unfortunate.
The dead need guidance. Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate. Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living. Sad, isn't it? The sending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace.
Summoners do this?
Oh, this scene. So good, man. For Kamari? No, not yet. I've barely started the Sphere Grid. I'm doing the expert one this time round though, which is a first for me.
It must be tough, being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way, until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
So many wee hints towards.
Until she defeats sin.
Oh.
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time.
I wished there would never be a next time. No more people being killed by sin. No more sendings for Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. It was strange, and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again.
James Arnold Taylor absolutely fucking killed it in this role, and I don't think that is talked about enough. Like, absolutely astounding job he does as Tidus. Does he want to be a blitzball? I'm going to be a blitzball when I grow up. You live your dreams, man. Oh, it's still funny. Right. It was a short stream, but I'm going to call it there because my back's kind of sore and I streamed earlier as well, so I think that will do for today. End on one of the best scenes in gaming history, eh? Computer. Are you in the Discord? computer. Oh, what have we done? I think you've. I don't recognise the name. Gone? Okay. Well, I'm going to end stream. If you're in the Discord, I'll speak to you in there, I suppose. Peace.